One thing we've got to be aware of with the drive, and in some ways with every club in your golf bag, when you're setting it, we talked in the past from the last is your left arm's hanging down nicely, which it is, but let it hang down so the arm can just hang down its natural position so we're gripping it in the fingers. If you turn your left hand under the grip, it puts your elbow at a different position, tends to get quite rigid and quite stuck, and then you can't grip. And then it'll probably put a lot of pressure on your shoulder joint as well as you're coming through. And that, I think, in turn, because of that fear of potential pain, fear of being a bit too tight, anxiety on the tee, people watching, not a fan of that golf club anyway. You can see this swing on the left-hand side here, even in an environment in here, which should be fairly chilled, so there's no sort of pressure in that because you've got multiple shots. If you duff one, hit another one, so the consequence is a lot less. Backswing's fantastic as you come through. Swing kind of stops. Nothing really moves there at all. Hips kind of gone around a little bit in the club.
Problem.
Very sort of just don't hit a bad shot kind of swing, compared to left arm hanging down now, a little bit more space as we can see between hands and your leg, which is nice. Okay, and as you swing through here now, we'll go back clear away, take away now, fantastic, hinge in the wrist, top of the backswing, really good. Now from here, this right side, right knee, right hip, right shoulder are all going to start rotating as you come back down through. See a lovely strike of the ball then setting into the top part of the screen. If you look at your lower half and your body there now, you can see that foot moving through. There's a good full movement there. She's up on her toes, she's twisted, the knees come around, the shoulders come around, your body's, you're facing the target to a full swing, and the ball then you see clearing up in the air 70 or 80 yards. A lot more energy to the golf one. And again, speed is a good thing. If we slow the swing down from here, the way we would try and slow the swing down from here now is just gripping tighter and tightening up your arms and your shoulders, because tension slows things down. What happens if you tense your arms into your body, if you start off here and you tense your arms so you shorten them, the club then goes in that direction, which then moves further from the ball, which then results in you, as we said, hitting the golf ball off the end of the club and it's shooting over there. And once you hit one or two of them, your confidence now goes zoom, rock bottom, and you're on the golf course going,
push it away.
Exactly, yeah. I think a lot of, probably more so the women in some ways, but I find it's quite a lot. If people hit a bad shot with the club, they go, right, you're misbehaving, you're back in the bag till you learn to behave kind of mentality.
Exactly.
That club's broken, it's not working today, I'll go back to a club that does work.
I leave that behind next time.
And if you hit a good shot with them when you're hybrids or your batters, you go, oh, I'll keep using that then. And you just find a club that works that given day. Okay, now, yeah, I can get some of that in terms of confidence and so on, but ultimately you want to be playing the right club for the right shot, teeing off with a driver where you can. You can give a driver a good smack, 100 plus yards, get the ball down the fairway, get some distance to make the next shot a little bit shorter.
As I said, I wouldn't bother really, but in my state, they've got this hole, and it's, there's a river there.
Yeah.
So you've got to get.
So you've got to go over the river. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you need the club head speed.
When I first started golf, when I was playing not that good. With a 5-iron, I'd nearly get it across, but I can't get it across now. Yeah,
but the thing is, go back to what we said about the things slowing down. Through this part of the game now, we need speed. This part of the swing now needs as much club head speed as you want to. So you've got to be twisting your body, swinging your arms with some speed. Any tension there now is going to restrict that swing completely. Speed's good. Speed gives the ball some speed and goes somewhere. Right. But if we get a bit sort of tentative, a bit sort of negative, and a bit,
I suppose it meant perhaps don't hit at the ball. Perhaps.
Yeah, possibly. But again, a lot of times we said about magazines and online things, but it's how we interpret the information. And you can give a document or a video to 100 people, and they would read it or interpret it differently, even though the information is given exactly the same to the same 100 people.
I remember years ago when I first started, Mike Benjamin.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
He told me to slide my hip.
Yeah, there is. Well, yeah, you would have probably hit yourself.
I nearly dislocated my hip. Yeah. I was getting up the next day like this.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing in some ways. I mean, yes, what he's saying, the hips do laterally move.
He said, you had a stick and you go like that.
Yeah.
You die the next day.
And that's the thing. So doing that to the extreme and doing that too much or doing it wrong could cause, as you said, pain. And that's the thing. If you saw something wrong,
that's so painful.
Yeah, exactly. So these sort of things, and this is why I think a lot of times golf. I mean, going back to your sort of field when you're doing physio, okay, you couldn't physio somebody without seeing them. If somebody says, oh yeah, I've got a bad this, a bad that, okay, right, well, just do this, and this. If you can't see what they can do physically, you can't give them any physio exercise because you don't know It could be, I don't know, massively overweight or have a broken arm. Okay, just get your left arm and, well, I can't lift it up there. We'll just keep doing it. It's going to hurt, isn't it? So the things that you might then say technically aren't wrong, but if it's not relevant to the person you're seeing, it's going to cause injury, cause pain, cause bad shots in the golfing terms. Okay, so in terms of the movement, left arm relaxed.
So I know you said about the relaxed.
Yeah.
And like that. Do I do that with all the clubs?
Yeah, you want. Yeah, I think with the other clubs,
I think I'm coming across.
Yeah, I think you're holding that left hand underneath. So a good way to practice is actually step with a golf club. I think you do on this one. Is kind of, you just let your arms, say your arms hang there, you see.
Yes.
Your palms are kind of facing into your body. So when your hand goes to reach on the club, we don't want to see the hand kind of going. Say your thumbs would move, goes going this way, doesn't it? It twists open. So it means your hand starts here and then goes whoop, and twists open this way. So grip it down the fingers the same way. And the example I always give to my lady golfers on teach them, say, okay, imagine you're holding your handbag down by your side. If you put your left arm down by your side now, how would you put your left arm down by your side? Your left arm would just hang here. You'd grip your handbag sort of in there, wouldn't you? You wouldn't grip it up here and have your hand round there, would you?
No.
It just hurt your elbow, your shoulder. So let it just hang down in your fingers. Yeah, exactly. So keep your left arm in your hand there and just relax it down. Okie dokie. That makes sense?
I suppose through the time you get into a bad habit, don't you?
Oh, easily.
And it slides over before you know it.
Exactly. It doesn't take a lot to move it
It's
round.
like a hooker's grip.
What you've got, if you're too far
That's always
too far under grip, that's a weak grip. That is a hooker's grip. Yeah, you're
I know
saying,
some
exactly.
make fun of that.